My son got detention for using a pen in class. It was one of those calls you dread getting from the school. The voice on the other end was all business. "Hello, Mr. Jacob. We need to inform you that your son has been given detention for violating a classroom rule." I asked, "What happened?" "He used a pen in class." "What?" "During the English lesson, he wrote with a pen instead of a pencil. It's part of the school's policy. No pens before a certain stage of writing development." I couldn't even process it at first. A pen? For writing? I'm not talking about a fountain pen or something fancy. It was just a standard blue ballpoint pen. Because apparently in that classroom, using anything other than a pencil before a certain age was considered disruptive behavior. I couldn't believe it. He wasn't causing a scene. He wasn't acting out. He just wrote down his thoughts with the wrong tool. For that, he got a detention. When I picked him up later, I asked about it. He shrugged. I figured if I could use a pen at home, I should be able to use one at school. I chuckled at the logic. But then I realized it wasn't about the pen at all. It was about control. Teaching kids that even the smallest decision, like which writing instrument to use, wasn't theirs to make. And for that, he got punished. The next morning, I called the school. I wasn't going to let this go. A pen? Really? I spoke with the vice principal, and as politely as I could manage, I asked how on earth a kid could get punished for writing with a pen. She gave me the same explanation. Pens are too permanent, pencils are safer. I wasn't convinced. I pointed out that my son had written down his ideas without disrupting the class. She didn't budge. So I asked for a meeting with the school board. When we sat down together, I laid it out for them. I didn't just challenge the pen rule. I also brought up other questionable rules I'd found. No talking during lunch because it disrupted the atmosphere. No touching the school's plants because they were for decoration. And no standing with your arms crossed in the hallways because it was too defensive. I wasn't expecting them to agree, but I made my point. Some rules were completely pointless. The room was quiet for a moment, and then, to my surprise, they agreed. The board decided to remove the pen rule altogether and said they'd reevaluate some of the other restrictions. They even promised to send out a survey to students and parents about which rules made sense and which didn't. When I got home and told my son, he was grinning. He could finally use a pen and know he helped change something bigger than that.